Welcome to the first North American tournament of ESL. We are playing the semi-finals here, Crackheads versus the last North American team of blasT. This is going to be the only opportunity for a North American team to take the first place. So we'll see exactly what happens here. We have two other spectators with me by my side, ESL Dirty Bug.
Hello.
And Tabby. So, for the blasT lineup here, we have Kanapan, KP blasT, YS blasT, Ali Dequiz, Clarity 13, and iNega. And for the Crackheads team, we have XSlice, BitKB, who is Mr. Gold, Kimpa, Sipes, and Quelly. So this match is going to be a best of one, and it is going to be 8 wins, first to 8 wins, 2 sides, 15 rounds altogether. I'm just waiting for everyone to F5 here, and we'll start in just a moment. So we have Connie going up against Kimpa here as scope. YS, Clarity, and Nega are probably going to be on par. Ayla, I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to start here on the Crackheads offense.
Fire in the hole!
Looks like they are starting to do their regular strat. They're going to spread out quite a bit here, and the blasT team is going to be playing 3 people on one site and 2 people in 2, leaving mid completely open. Kimpa looking into one, see if he can get some picks to start off the round here. Some nades going off as XSlice gets hit by one of them. Gets about half.
Fire in the hole!
Nades going over into 2 as Kimpa's actually really played extremely deep. He's going through the tunnel. I don't think they know he passed. This is not going to be good. They're probably going to take 2 here as Kimpa takes out Nega with the flank. And YS, and they have the 2 side completely taken. 3 people in 1 with the rotation cut off now. Kimpa inside the base looking over into dark room. Mr. Gold sitting over there in the double door sand as well as blasT is completely cut off from the 2 side. C4 is now down. They're going to have to start working their rotation here as Gold takes out it's a 2v4 situation. Now Kimpa, but not being able to decide says XSlice also takes out Ayla and making it 1-0 for Crackhead. Kimpa with an insane ninja through the 1 defense. Really being scared of getting peeked there. So here we see Crackheads doing the same strat. They're spreading out quite a bit. Man to watch for the Crackheads team is Kimpa has extremely strong scope, and they're gonna have to answer to him somehow. No defensive smokes have gone down, just one smoke running. YS playing on 2 by himself now, with Nega looking into that dark room because they don't want to get flanked from that tunnel again.
Fire in the hole!
As the Crackheads team and the blasT team is pretty stacked on the one side. Not sure if they're going to want to bring C4 over. Connie just missed Kimpa jumping down. YS getting the nice flash kill on XSlice inside the shower as Connie takes out Kimpa behind the tank, making it a 5v3 situation in favor of blasT. A good pick for Connie as he took out Kimpa there. That's exactly what they need here. iNega is still playing the dark room, looking for that possible dark room rotation. Looks like they're starting to finally grab the C4. Looks like they're going to be bringing it over to the 1 side now.
Fire in the hole!
The roof is quite drop there. Lit up a little bit, but taking out Quelly is Clarity 13. iNega and YS working a crossfire as they take out Mr. Gold trying to come into 2. As it looks like they're starting the rotation over to 2 site. Sife's all by himself in a 1v4 situation, even taken out by Connie as he jumped out to the door and getting scoped quite quickly. As it's now a 1-1 game.
Впереди! Граната!
So we have Crackheads here, same strat. They're playing quite spread out. They're trying to get some picks on the site.
Fire in the hole!
Push. Kimpa taking out Connie, but Ayla taking out Quelly. Kimpa taking out another person on the roof. Kimpa working up the roof here, taking out 3 people now. iNega going down. Taking out Clarity as well. 4K for Kimpa in this round, going huge. Gets him. Oh, what a nice ace by Kimpa as he takes out the entire blasT team by himself.
Wow. What the fuck?
Well played by Kimpa as he just stormed into that one side and took out everyone. Looks like they're starting to make a hard 2 push here now. As most of Crackhead members are gathered over by the 2 site. Kimpa taking out Nega on the site as he was getting flash naded. Trying to get out of the way. He's going out, Smoke's going out as well. X-Slice on the site. Looks like they're going to try and clear the 2 site here. blasT is starting to react to it, a 3v4 situation in favor of the Crackhead team as X-Slice takes out AVA. 2v4 now. Sorry, 2v3 now, as they have the C4 now site. About to get set here. Yeah, C4 is going down. 2 sides completely locked down. Kimpa inside. Clarity coming down the ladder as YS is also in the Sifes and Clarity all by himself. But Kimpa taking out Clarity with that block, making it a 3-1 game for Crackhead. Looks like blasT team is starting to put showers 2-man strong as they didn't want to get pushed from the 2 side again. Playing extremely aggressive, taking out Nega getting back up there inside the showers as Mr. Gold's looking into the ladder here. Might drop down and take out Ega. Oh, he just spotted someone. I don't know if he's going to jump down just yet though. Probably waiting for him to peek his bum out again. Looks like he spots him but gets tagged up a little bit in the process. Quelly taking out Ayla on the mid, looks like Arsenal. Kimpa inside the base, looking at the tunnel, going to be working around back over to 1 site. He's going to try and work his magic over on the 1 site once again. Clarity looking over at the roof, and Quelly extremely lit up, going to be pushing the bridge. Connie looking over, missing the shot on Kimpa as he Superman across that balcony to the tank. Clarity taking out Kimpa, which is going to be a nice help as he takes on another person on the bridge. It's a 2v4 situation now in favor of blasT. They don't know that YS is actually on the flank, so they have him pretty much down again, but gets taken out, not landing 1 hit at all. The UC4 is actually still on balcony. They don't have it. Kimpa in trouble.
Enemy down!
Getting taken out by Sifes in sight. YS now actually fully on the flank as iNega and YS crossfire here. iNega takes out Sifes successfully, making it 3-2, still in favor of Crackheads. Looks like Crackheads are going to be working a hard 2 push again here. As Crackhead team coming out. YS playing aggressive again, getting Mr. Gold in. Oh, sorry, that's the mid actually. As they're starting to push it to 2 side. Lots of frags going down as it's now a 3v4 situation in favor of blasT. 2 members of the Crackheads teams in the front of 2. Right there, takes out Scythe. X-Slice extremely lit. Gonna get nade called there, so they're gonna know that at least one person of Crackheads is in there. Smoke going down, 2 defensive smokes. As they know Kimpa's still up, so they have to make sure that they don't get peeked. Connie coming into the 2 site here now. Might be running into Slice, might not. As Kimpa is starting to work out here, as he's going to run into Clarity 13. Going to run into Kimpa here. Actually, just missing. They're going to go right around the base as Clarity actually just missed Kimpa, walking straight past him. Kimpa now going to be running into YS if he chooses to go there into the ladder side, but looks like he's going to be trying to work up Arsenal into the mid long. Kimpa missing a shot on Slice as Kimpa is starting to work up towards the base from mid. Gonna run into Connie as he takes out Connie. That was extremely unfortunate. 30-13 missed that cover. So they didn't know how he got into mid, and Slice taking out Hila. YS taking out X-Slice inside there, and now it's a 1v2 situation. Kimpa with C4 and extremely high health and extremely high armor, full armor actually. Kimpa working down the 2 tunnel, trying to come back into the 2 site. Clarity 13 and YS looking over to the 1 site, but they're going to be a little disappointed as Kimpa is set on the 2 site. It's a 1v2 situation now as Kimpa is going to be trying to get a quick pick on one of these guys. Clarity taking out Kimpa with that nice bait on YS, and they'll get the free defuse here, making it a 3-3 tie game.
Yeah, the rifles aren't doing too much right now for Crackheads, so they need to step up. Lose more rounds.
So it looks like the Crackheads team is looking to go towards the 1 side here as there are 4 members crowded over by the TV room and the balcony. Not going to see any action just yet as Kimpa takes out Connie inside of sight. Looks like they have started their rotation over to 2 side as Quelly takes out the flank. Clarity running into the roof push, but taking him out. Quelly taking out Clarity 13 as Clarity was extremely lit there. Ayla all by himself inside of 1 site with the scope. No armor and full health. He's going to get taken out by Kimpa's block, making it a 4-3 win for the Crackheads team. Well, extremely close game here as Crackheads seems to be starting to favor the strong pushes into sight, not spreading out as much, and really stressing either the 1 or 2 site, as Connie is going to be looking to get that rotation into 1 again, taking out Mr. Gold, as he was trying to shift into sight, but Kimpa at the front of 1 site trying to get some picks. Nega taking out Quelly on the bridge most likely, as it's a 3v5 situation now. Nega just missing Scythe, so sees him, but Nega getting a nice headshot, and YS taking out Kimpa with the flank. X-Slice all by himself. Very odd gun to be playing ESL semi-finals with a K2 rig. Interesting choice of weaponry.
Fire in the hole!
1v4 situation for X-Slice. He's full health, full armor, so I might be able to pull this off. But a strong blasT team, it's going to be quite the sight to see. This X-Slice doesn't know exactly where that one person is. He's trying to jump over, but Connie getting the nice shot on X-Slice. Trying to jump on that tank. Very nice shot by Connie as he ties it up 4-4. So it looks like the Crackheads team is going to be taking mid and the 2 tunnel, as the blasT team is playing quite spread out now. Kimpa looking over the 2 side here, so we're going to be seeing if the blasT members on the 2 side are going to peek or not. Kimpa being extremely deadly with that scope. Defensive smokes have gone out, so they're probably not going to get picked, but we'll see exactly what happens here. Nega looks like lit by a nade, but getting taken out by Quelly, as Quelly was just sitting at the top of the ladder there for him. Kimpa taking out YS blasT on 2 site, and they are started their push into site, as smokes have gone down, and C4 is now in 2 site. Going to be getting set here quite soon. 2v4 situation now in favor of the Crackheads team, as AVA takes out Mr. Gold, who likes to play that double door sand kill. Sife's taking out Connie, and Kimpa taking out Ayla. X-Slice getting KS'd a little bit there. I'm pretty sure he let Kimpa know that was his kill, but nevertheless it is a 5-4 game in favor of Crackheads.
Yeah, Kimpa going to work again, you know. Crackheads are really relying. They just take the positions and they wait for him to kill 1 or 2 guys. And if that succeeds, then they get the round, but if Kimpa dies, it's over. blasT can stop Kimpa. They probably win this match, but it's easier said than done.
And Kimpa taking a demanding lead of 14-5, topping the Crackhead team, as the second person on the Crackheads team is 5-5. The blasT team looking quite even there, as they're all around 8-7, 7-6, 7-7. They just really got to make sure that they answer to the Kimpa scope. As Connie takes out Quelly on the mid-long there, coming out of Arsenal.
Fire in the hole!
Kimpa trying to work the 2-side picks here. Working very slowly into sight. Kimpa taking out Nega on site as Kimpa in trouble for taking him out with the Glock. So 2-side is completely open now, as it's a 2v4 situation. Looks like they're actually going to be bringing C4 into the 1 side, as Clarity takes out X-Slice coming into the tunnel. Connie and Clarity 13 all by themselves. They don't know exactly which side it is, waiting for that bomb tick. Yeah, so it looks like they are starting to work their way back over to 1, as Clarity and Connie are trying to make something out of this 2v3 situation. Rifles inside of sight as Connie takes out 1. Connie misses Sipes, so now 1v3 situation as Sipes also takes out Clarity 13 on that flank, making it a 6-4 game in favor of Crackhead. Just a reminder that this is not the standard 6 rounds to win, it's actually 8. So Crackheads will have to take 2 more rounds in order to take this half. So Crackheads playing the same little spread out, taking the mid and the 2 tunnel. YS in a very strange position is probably going to run into someone here. Yeah, he's going to run into Kimpa. Not being able to take out Kimpa, it's just too fast for him. As Inega takes out Slice as well, evening it up a little bit, but the Kimpa scope's still up. Looks like the blasT team is playing extremely spread out.
Pretty crazy how fast Kimpa is, even with the being disadvantage.
Right, looks like the Crackheads team is starting to work back over to 1 side here. Kimpa being half. Nega with the nice headshot on Mr. Gold inside the 2 side, as there's now 2 people playing on each site. Connie on the first site looking into that green box. Gonna miss Quelly, as he actually tried to jump over. I'm not sure if he heard, if he knows Kimpa's actually over on the side already. Connie missing another shot. Connie missing again on the 1 side all by himself. He's gonna get taken out by Kimpa, peeking through that little green box space. Kimpa looks like he's going to be jumping around over on the roof of 1. Trying to cut off the rotation. It's a 1-1 situation versus Nega, but Nega with the nice one tap on Kimpa, making it a 6-5 game.
Your efforts are commended.
Well, I think this is
Fire
a
in the hole!
definite good start for the blasT team, as they still have the attack side to go on here. And if the blasT team is strong enough on the attack side, then they're going to be able to take the semifinals, as iNega takes out X-Slice with that rush nade. Slice in the middle, trying to take out YS as well on the top of the ladder, but unable to do so, as Quell is extremely lit as well. On the 2 site now, as there are 3 defenders on the 2 site and 1 defender on the 1 site. It's a 3v4 situation in favor of Crackheads. Or sorry, in favor of blasT. As they're still trying to bring the C4 over to 2 site. Kimpa holding the C4, trying to get some picks on the site before they push in. Nega with the nice one tap on Quelly. As looks like Nega's trying to do some work with some scoping of his own with Para. 2v4 situation, as Kimpa is going to be bringing it back over to 1 site. Clarity sitting on the top of 1 site, just waiting to call out if they're going to start the rotation or not. Going to be running it to Kimpa, possibly, as Kimpa looking over into the site. Sife's taking out YS blasT.
Enemy down!
Kimpa with the extremely quick scope on Connie there. This is going to get a nade call on someone on the roof. Oh, I wonder if he has a little nade spot for this. Oh, he almost did that. Kimpa, that actually whizzed right past his face. Clarity, still looking around. I'm not sure if he's going to move, because looks like they know where he is. Sifes definitely knows where he is, so they probably called it out. iNega looking at the bridge, and not sure if they're going to start pushing here, as Kimpa is starting to work into the site with C4. Looks like he's going to get a free set, as both of the defenders are on. Nega and Clarity both on the far side, one on the tarp. I don't think Sife sees him just yet. Clarity's going to take him out. 1v2 situation in favor of the blasT team, as they're both going to be coming from the green box side. Kimpa with the scope all by himself. Missing 2 people. Oh my dear lord, what happened there? The blasT team just completely missed him in the corner. Oh, and Kimpa gets a 1v2 clutch and winning that winning that round 7-5, 1 round away.
Yeah, that smoke kinda, worked against them. Because they could not see him and just ran past him, and great composure by Kimpa, because he let the guys, go to the side, kind of, and he was able to finish off the other guy. So, nice play.
Oh, Kimp playing an extremely unlikely spot for a scope. I understand why they missed him, but wow. Looks like the blasT team is going to be playing quite spread out here, as the Crackheads team is stressing that 2 side again. YS and iNega both on that site by themselves. They have been picked off quite successfully in the previous times by Kimpa and nades. So it looks like the Crackheads team is going to be spreading out here now, aborting that full 2 push. Trying to get rotation to come over, as Connie is inside the dark room all by himself. Looking over the rotation over mid. It is a 5v4 situation in favor of the blasT team, as Kimpa's working into 2 site by himself with C4. Not getting nade called, but taking out YS. Very odd that YS didn't get that frag, but X-Slice putting some work into the 1 side, as they're going to be starting to bring C4 back over to 1. They have complete control over it. Kimpa and, Kanapan and Nega are over on the 2 site all by themselves, trying to defend that 2 site. They're going to be disappointed again, as they have found out it is actually a 1 set as the C4 is now down. 2v4 situation in favor of the Crackheads team. Connie going to be meeting up with Quelly here in a very odd spot. He's probably going to get Connie. Connie misses him. Doesn't actually see him at all. That's a very nice spot by Quelly. Quelly's going to get a free break on this scope as Nega's all by himself. Out Sipes, but not being able to take out Quelly as Crackheads comes out on top 8-5. That's going to be the first half. So I'm just going to switch halves. Again, this is a best of 1. So all the Crackheads team has to do in order to go to the grand finals of this brackets is just win 6 rounds on this against this blasT offense team. So we are underway here on the second half. blasT starting on the offense this time, and Crackheads just needing 6 more rounds in order to win this entire game. This is a best of 1 series. So it looks like blasT team is looking to stress this one side as they have opted to have 1 point man. YS being on that point man as Clarity getting a nice pick on Revving on the one side. Mr. Gold playing inside the office now, trying to react to that pick. Might be able to take out the Kara here, but Ayla taking out Mr. Gold on the roof as well. Crackheads have started their rotation over to the one side now. Kempa on the defense, playing extremely aggressive. He's actually on the flank already. But Connie taking him out as Kempa took out iNega on the bridge. Ayla on the roof as YS is going to get that flank kill on Sipes. Or sorry, not flank kill, but coming back with C4 and getting that kill on the last man of Crackheads, making it a 1-0 game in favor of the blasT team. Like the blasT team has opted to put everyone in mid. Very interesting strat. Kempa's going to be working up the 2 tunnel all by himself. Extremely aggressive. Kempa just cleared the tunnel all by himself. Just was shifting all the way through. Looks like he's going to run into iNega here as he's going to get that pick. C4 is down now. Kempa inside the enemy base, playing all by himself as he takes out Clarity 13 as well. Connie has to answer to this Kempa scope as Kempa is still playing inside the site. Everyone's starting to rotate over, trying to get that C4 locked down, but Connie's going to be able to take that as he gets that nice pick on Slice coming in through mid. 2v4 situation now in favor of the Crackheads team, as Connie and YS are going to be trying to work this 2 site. Don't count the blasT team out yet. Connie's an extremely strong scope and YS is an extremely strong point man, so we're going to have to see exactly what happens here as YS is working his way into 2 site, clearing out the midway through.
Fire in the hole!
But looks like he's going to be running to one guy on the ramp who just happens to be the Kempa scope. Sipes looking into the tunnel. They know that he's over on the 2 site as Kempa's going to be getting the set down. Kempa taking out YS as it's all of a sudden a 1v4 situation. And Connie getting shot from the flank as they're going to get a free defuse and cleared this round, making it an even 1-1 game.
Charge defused. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Kempa playing extremely aggressive in that 2 tunnel every single round so far, pushing all the way to their base and getting to the flank. As looks like the blasT team is going to be stressing the 1 site as they know that Kempa plays on the 2 site. So lots of nades and smokes going down on the 1 site as they're starting their push into the 1 site. Revving taking out YS blasT as he tried to push out of the bridge. Looks like they do have control of the roof now as Kempa takes out Clarity and 13 on the roof. Connie taking out Sipes, Ayla taking out Revving, Kempa still up inside of the site by himself, Mr. Gold at the DD. Gold might be able to take out Connie here, as Connie tries his rotation back over. Mr. Gold's looking to get into the good flanking position. Kimpa all by, in the site all by himself, extremely lit. As AVA takes out Mr. Gold, so that's not going to be a issue for them anyway. Nega has C4, so they're still looking to get the C4 set. I'm not sure if they know Kimpa's inside or not. As AVA comes across X-Slice, and X-Slice outgunning him with K2. And taking out Nega, as well as Nega tried to push him inside the dark room. X-Slice doing a good job holding that dark room, as he's only half. blasT going down a deficit of 1 point, as that last round went to the Crackheads. 1-2. Looks like they are going to be stressing this one side once again, as lots of smokes have went out on one, and a lot of offensive smokes as well. Looks like the C4 is being brought over to mid, so most likely it's going to be a two-side push here. Nega getting the nice nade pick on X-Slice inside of 2. They're going to be focusing on 2 now. Looks like Crackheads has not started their rotation just yet. Kimpa still on the two-side ramp here, all by himself. He's going to start calling for help as Mr. Gold's come to the aid of the Kimpa scope. Coming into two-side, trying to make some work out of the two-side, making sure they don't push. Mr. Gold all by himself with the Kimpa at his back. And looks like they're going to be starting to work their rotation back over to 1, as they looks like they saw the Crackheads team starting the rotation over to 2, as it's going to be a smart choice. It looks like the roof of 1. No one's inside of sight. Revving still trying to take that 1, letting up Ayla. Ayla not being able to capitalize as Kimpa takes out Connie inside of the mid connector. Ayla taking out Kimpa inside of the mid sand of 1. Ayla trying to get some work as he gets a nice 2k out of that round, taking out Mr. Gold as well, and Clarity taking out Revving, making it a 2-2 game. So it looks like the Crackheads team has opted to put in 2 people into the mid this time, as the blasT team is going to run straight into him. Gold going at it as Clarity gets extremely lit up trying to take out Mr. Gold. 4v5 situation in favor of the blasT team, as X-Slice is going to be waiting for Clarity, trying to throw that nade. He's going to run back smartly as it's now a 4-4 game. Looks like C4 is going to be shifting all the way over to the 2 tunnel, as they're going to be distracting on the 1 side. YS extremely lit behind the tank as Connie takes out Revving on top of the 1 side. X-Slice rotating over to inside the dark room with that K2 rail. Looking at the bridge, lighting up 1 person, but going to be falling back. He actually didn't take any hits at all. Coming back over to the 2 side. Kimpa inside the 1 side now. 2 defenders inside the 1 side. The blasT scope on the roof of 1 as well, as Ayla is looking into that dark room. Looks like they're going to be actually bringing the C4 into the 1 site, as C4, or sorry, by himself inside of the Kimpa getting taken out by Nega, as Kimpa was actually trying to take out Connie on the roof, almost taking him out actually, as Connie just barely squeaked out of that alive, making it a 3-2 in favor of the blasT team. Connie sees a guy with a barrel, but not being able to get that pick. Kimpa taking out Clarity with a nice shot inside the shower room. Looks like they are going to try and avoid the scope, as they're pushing the 1 side now, with Nega on the roof of 1 with C4. Kimpa with a nice jumping headshot on Scythe, as it's now a 3v3 game here. Ayla spotting 1 person inside of sight, and 2 people of the Crackheads team is actually on the dark room. So if they actually took the site, they would be able to take it. But Revving taking out Connie, Kimpa taking out Inega on the roof, and X-Slice finishing it off with taking out Ayla on the roof as well, making it an even 3-3 game in favor of the, well, as of now, it would be Crackheads team. It looks like the Crackheads team is playing again. Very defensive on the site. They're not going to be taking mid this time. Lots of smokes and nades going out on the one site here, as the entire blasT team is playing inside mid again. Connie taking out Mr. Gold inside the Arsenal entrance. They really need to start working their picks on the sites in order to push the... Get lots of smokes down here. Not get picked off with the Kimpa scope. X-Slice playing extremely aggressive inside the sink, making sure that they don't drop down from mid. I'm pretty sure that the Crackhead team knows that they're all in mids. Just pretty much watching the entry points now. Still 5 members of the blasT team roaming around the mid, trying to get some picks in order to push the site. As Kimpa, again, playing extremely aggressive, going to the TV room. Might be able to pick off someone coming over into the early mid connector. It's the only person that's really going to be meeting up with anyone right now, as Kimpa's very deep inside mid. Looks like he's going to be coming up to bridge. Taking out 2 people with the Glock as Connie and Ayla go down. Very nicely done by Kimpa, as it's now a 2v5 situation. 2v4 situation, my apologies. C4 is going over into the 2 round now. As Clarity's trying to take this 2 site. Nega taking out X-Slice with the flank. And looks like they're going to get a free set on 2. Revving inside the tunnel, just trying to slow him down, but the smoke went down and he's going to be falling out, as all 3 members of Crackhead now is trying to push this 2 round. Kimpa taking out Clarity 13 with that nice pick, as Nega's all by himself. Kimpa scope and 2 rifles of Crackheads, as Crackheads takes that round 3-4. Extremely close game here, but the blasT team, in order to survive this brackets, is going to make sure that Crackheads doesn't win 6 rounds, or else it's an automatic GG. They can't make up the deficit of that 6 round loss. Looks like the blasT team is doing their old strat, as they have everyone inside the mid. Kimpa taking out Connie, as now the enemy scope is down, making it 4-5 advantage for the blasT team. Sipes inside the office, trying to make sure that the one roof doesn't get taken, as Ayla looks like he's going to be picking up scope. Yes, he does pick up scope. He's going to be trying to take a pick out on the one roof. He's not going to bump into anyone. Maybe Sipes if he peeks out, but no, it looks like he's going to miss him. Throwing out some nades and from the bridge. As he's going to finally meet up with Sipes. Sipes probably saw that he had his scope, so he's not going to peek that again. Inega looks like he's going to be bringing the C4 over to the 2 site. Awesome. No, he's going to bring it over to the 1 site, TV room, where he's going to meet up with Mr. Gold. As Kimpa pushed out from 2 tunnel again, getting that very aggressive shot, and Mr. Gold playing out extremely aggressive as well, taking out YS, as it's 1v5 situation for Ayla. Sipes will take him out easily, as it's 3-5 in favor of Crackheads now. So again, as usual, Kimpa with a huge carry of 16-3. The Crackheads K2 Rail coming second with 7-5. And the blasT team looking pretty even once again, as Connie takes out X-Slice on the 2 site, or sorry, in the mid. blasT opting to put all people inside the mid again. Or sorry, that was a pick inside C group, so it looks like Connie's going to be falling back now, as the Crackhead team has shifted just slightly over towards favoring the 2 side. Skimpa going to be working his pick over on the 1 side again. Ayla already at the front of 1, as C4 is also going to be working over to the 1 side. Mr. Gold and Kimpa working over in the mid, as Gold is going to be dropping down into the 2 side area. Kimpa getting the nice pick on revving on the 1 side, as that's exactly the pick trying to push this. Why is getting cut off from the bridge, as he's going to get shorter jumping over. Why is going to be crossfired by both Sipes and Mr. Golds. It's 2 feet. Sipes trying to throw some bullets out on the roof. There's 2 members of blasT up on the roof. And both the Crackhead players are on the one side as well, leaving Sipes all by himself because Clarity took out Mr. Gold. Looks like C4 is going to be brought back over to 2 site. Sipes is going to be having to do a 1v3 clutch here. This is going to get taken out by Clarity's power, making the 4-5 game in favor of the Crackheads team still. Crackhead team very close to that taste of victory here, as they're only 1 round away from winning this entire game. The best that the blasT team can do right now is tie it. Kimpa playing extremely aggressive once again inside the sync room, missing the shot on Connie. Connie's all by himself. He's gonna opt to throw his smoke away and run away, most likely. Kimpa's gonna, the aggressive scope he is, he's gonna be pushing through the smoke actually by himself. Sees that they all ran away, so they're gonna start their rotation over to one side now. Kimpa playing that aggressive scope again, pushing through the 2 tunnel. Ayla taking out Sipes on the one side, as it looks like they're gonna be issue on the roof, who X-Slice the K2, but it's getting taken out by YS's Para. Kimpa playing extremely aggressive on the flank once again on balcony. Looks like he's going to be able to pinch off the blasT players here, as the blasT players are all over on the 2 side, or on the far side of 1. They could actually go over to 2. It's completely open, with the exception of Mr. Gold. YS taking out Revving, and I don't know if they know Kimpa's actually on the flank. Okay, they know it now. It's Kimpa taking out a headshot on YS, and Mr. Gold taking out Clarity as well. Mr. Gold's actually extremely lit, and Kimpa full health and full armor. Looks like he might be running into Connie right now. No, well, it's 1v2 situation. Connie's gonna have to get a 1v2 clutch in order to keep the blasT team's hopes alive in order to go to the blasT grand finals. Connie trying to get this pick on Kimpa, as Kimpa's going to be falling back over to mid. C4 is still down. It's Kimpa playing over on the bridge area now, trying to get a pick over on the tank side, as he's going to hear some steps of Connie. Kimpa taking out Connie, and Crackheads will come out victorious in the semi-finals, going to the grand finals of the North American Cup. The final score is going to be... well, I'm not sure what the final score is as of now, but it's enough.
16-9.
16-9? Okay, there we go. And Crackheads going to be going to the finals. blasT getting knocked out in the semifinals of the North American Cup, and the last North American clan is down. So now it will be the European finals of Crackheads versus one of the My Revenge teams playing in the other semifinals.
TI disconnected from your channel.